In this video, I'm going to share with you how to track contract from submission in your Shopify store for your Google Ads. So I'll share with you step by step everything like how we can track this using Google Tag Manager, how to create Google Tag Manager account and container, and then how to actually connect your Google Tag Manager with your Shopify store, and then how can you track your specific form for your ad platform. So I'll share with you in this video about I'll show you actually how to track this form and send this data to Google Ad. But in your case, you might be wanting to track for Google Analytics 4 or Facebook Pixel. Then you can actually also follow the same guide. It will work for you. So yeah, let's see how you can actually track everything. So the process is very simple. First of all, we need in here Google Tag Manager, and I believe you already have in here Tag Manager. Well, you already maybe have a Google Tag Manager account and container. But if you not have still the Google Tag Manager account and container, all you have to do is just go to tagmanager.google.com and then create an account. Once you create an account like that, after that, you will find in here option like you can see in here a code. So just click in here this code and then copy that. So the first step would be now we will actually connect this code with our Shopify store. So before I connect this code, I just want to share with you what we are trying to do in this video, right? So all we want, like whenever any user visit our this page and then click in here get started, and then if the user actually submit the form, the user actually have to be answer a few questions, and then they will find in here a form. So as soon as the user actually submit our lead form, then we want to track this is as a lead for our Google Ad. So here is the form. So yeah, let's see how we can implement that. So let's go back to Tag Manager, copy this code from here, and then so this is actually step 1. Just to clarify, this is step 1. We'll just connect Tag Manager with our website. So let's go back to our website, and then let's click in here the 3 dot, and then click in here edit code. Once you click in here edit code, it will open in here your Shopify orgs theme related code. So it's look like a bit complex, but this is super easy. Let me show you like how you can actually add this code. Go to here and then click in here actually layout and then theme.liquid. And once you go to theme.liquid, you'll find in here multiple code already added. But all you have to do is just find out this hate code. So click in here and then click in here enter, and then paste in here the code you have copied from Tag Manager. Now all you need to do is just click in here save. Okay. Now here you can see this save has we have just saved the code. So let's go back to our Google Tag Manager, and then we'll verify is this properly added or not. So super simple, like go back Tag Manager, we can hit preview, and then we have to basically add in here our website URL. So just go to my website and then copy this piece. Copy the URL of the website, and then I'll go back to Tag Assistant and click in here and then paste in here the URL. So now we have to click in here connect. As soon as we click in here connect, that if we have properly added the code into our website Shopify backend and then save the code, it should be showing here connected. Here you go. Here you can see this code is properly connected with our website. So what happened? We have successfully connected Google Tag Manager with our website. Now we want to track this form. So to track this form, we have to first of all actually see in here a few things. It's still loading. So let's click in here, get it started, and then let's just we'll first actually submit the form, okay? And we will also use in here Claude. So I'll show you like which purpose we will actually use in here Claude. So I'll go to next. So basically, whenever we submit the form, we actually whenever a user actually providing here their information and then submitting here the form, we need their data into our data layer like a form submission. So all I'll do is I just click in here mouse right button and then go to inspect. From the inspect, I'll actually click in here I'll extend the raw. So for example, I'll just extend the raw in here, and then I'll just make a screenshot, take a screenshot from here. Okay, that's work for us. I'll take a screenshot in here, and let me add this into my same tab under. Okay, so we can actually provide the plot. Hey, just want to clarify, this video actually not for anyone who actually beginner in Google Tag Manager, right? This video for you if you already struggling to track any form in Shopify. So after see this video, understand how we can actually track any form in any website, just not actually Shopify. So if you are completely new, everything actually looks a bit complex for you in here. So what you can do, like you can actually skip this video, and then or you can like see this video. I believe if you see this video carefully, you can able to do it even if you're actually in here new. So yeah, let's see it. Also, if you need any help, then feel free to reach out me by WhatsApp. I'd love to help you with that. Okay, so we'll take in here a screenshot. Okay, now I'll go back to Claude. So I'll paste in here this screenshot, and then I will basically write it to Claude. Hey, can you write for me a custom stand-up event? What? HTTP event listener, and then I'll click in here, enter. So I'll just choose in here my skill. I already making here a skill like how to write a data layer code. So basically it will now actually write for me this data layer code. It's not a few times, as we know, like all of this AML actually take time to properly understand everything and make it. So during this time, let's go back to Google Ads. So we already like optimizing for purchase, we already optimizing for add to cart, also for others event. So now let's click in here, creating here a new event, which is actually I'll click in here create conversion action. And once I click in here, I'll have to choose in your website, add website URL, and then we have to actually paste in here the website URL. So basically I'll paste in here the URL. This one actually looking for my Google tag, so it's already find the Google tag inside. So I'll choose in here the tag, click in here the tag, and then click in here done. And then I have to click in here save and continue, and then I have to choose in here submit lead form, and then again I have to choose in here the website manually with code, since we'll set up this using Google Tag Manager, and then write in here submit lead form like that. And then enable in here enhanced promotion tracking. This is very important nowadays, so you will actually make few updates. So if you never send user data, maybe you lose your conversion and your ads actually not properly optimized for Google. Actually know someone actually submit the form, but Google actually don't know who was the exact user. So click here done, and then click here save and continue. Okay, so it's going to save in here. It's not a few times. Now clicking here use Google Tag Manager, and here you can see this is stored as the conversion level and conversion ID. So we have to now go back to Google Tag Manager. Okay, sorry, explore. So what's trigger is the final submission in the submit pattern. Yep, that's the okay. So now let's we'll go back to our Google Tag Manager. During this time, like Claude actually building for us the custom HTML event listener code. So now let's say for example, if I submit the form in here, it's actually redirect to the thank you page, I guess. Yeah, so it's redirect us this page, like build a back confirmation. But here you can see we're not having here the user data. So without actually user data, we have in here already an event, but we actually not having here the user information like to actually submit the form, right? Or so in this situation, in this situation, that's why actually we need in here even listener code, or what we can do in here, the Cloud already built for us a code in here, you can see. So we can use this as custom HTML even listener code, but what I'm gonna do in here, I'll ask plot, I'll just take this screenshot since I feel like this would be more accurate. Okay, so I'll just take this screenshot, or like yeah, and then paste in here and ask Claude, hey, can you basically like write for me to custom HTML even listener code? The reason I need that because I already have in here the data layer event. So the data layer event already in here. So all I need actually to custom JavaScript code. So I can actually capture the user, like this JavaScript code for actually the WhatsApp number, when the phone number, and for this, where is this called? This was for the name. So just to summarize, I already have the data layer. So all I need in here to custom JavaScript code for Google Tag Manager. So we can actually use this code for creating variable in Google Tag Manager. So I'll create the user email address and user name whenever the user fill up this form. Okay. So now what you can do in here is go back to here, click here new, and then first of all we have to choose in here Google Ads conversion tracking tag, and then you have to add in here the conversion ID. So let's go to here and then click in here the plus icon, choose from here constant variable. So or you can like directly add this code in here. It's also work because like there is actually only one ID. So copy this conversion ID from here, go to Google Tag Manager and paste in here this field under. Okay, now let's go back to here, copy this conversion level, and then go back to Tag Manager, paste in here the conversion level. Here you can see the no Google tag found in this content. This is appear in here. So you have to click in here create tag, and then you have to click in here save. Okay, so I'll click in here save. So then our this tag has been saved. Now let's say we have to choose in here the trigger. So the trigger is basically custom event, and we already have here the data layer event. Copy that. Let's go back to here and then set in here this now. But just to clarify, now your question will be okay, you already have in here the data layer event. In my case, then how actually how I will actually get this event from here. So I will show that in here. Like all you have to do, just take a screenshot and ask Claude, hey, or like any others LLM like OpenAI or whatever, like ask just, hey, I need a data layer event, event listener code. So I'll add this in our Google Tag Manager custom HTML tag, which is basically this one. Just let me save that. So which is basically actually this tag. Custom HTML event listener code, and the trigger will do all pages. So all I need, just write for me a data layer event listener code. So like you have to actually understand what is called event listener. That's why I was told like this video for someone who actually already working with Google Tag Manager, right? But again, I already upload a video about like how to push any form data layer event. You can also watch this video. Also, I share like 80 plus iframe event listener code, my another video, so you can find out in this channel. So you can actually use this. I guess this part is clear. Like a data layer event push is very simple. Like whenever a user submit the form, we actually need in here a data like that. So even actually if you already have this data layer event in here, that's great. But if you not have, just take a screenshot of your form in the website, ask Claude or any others LLM, then it will provide you a code like that. And once you add this code, then actually you can able to grade this, have the data layer. Okay, now let's go back to here, and then what I'll do in here, I'll just go to variable. Since this is create for us two variable for email and phone number, so I'll go to here and then I'll copy this code, go back to Tag Manager, click in here variable new, and then you have to choose in here custom JavaScript. paste in here the code you copy and then clicking as save. So the name would be actually very simple. So this is our name. So copy this name from here and then save in here the name. Okay, save. Now let's go back to here, copy this phone number, click in here, and then choose again the custom JavaScript, paste in here, and then let's say just save this name to JS of that. So this is for number, another one is for name. So now let's say we save in here both. So now the number actually we will collect in here, we have to make it format. So for that, click in here new, and then once you click in here, just go to the discover more variable types in the community template gallery, and then write in here phone number formatter. So we will actually make this phone number format before we send this to our any platform. So I have just add this. Now write in here the phone number. So the phone number actually this one, this variable. Now click in here save and phone number formatter. Okay. Now we have to create in here a new variable which is called user data for Google Ads enhanced conversion tracking. So user provided data, and then choose from here the phone number. Sorry, not this one. It should be this one, the format one. Save and save. This is actually user provided data. So since if you remember, we was enable the enhanced conversion tracking, right? So now we have to actually go back to our tag, and then we have to add in here user data to active the enhanced conversion tracking. So I'll open the tag, and then we have to basically add in here the user data. So click in here event parameter with the Google Ads new update, and then write in here user data, and then add in here the user provided data variable. Click in here save. Okay. So everything is complete. Now we'll actually make a verification. We'll just verify if our tag is properly work or not. So I'll just rename this conversion action, and then I'll click in a preview. The setup is complete. Now all we'll do, we'll just verify everything is properly set up or not. So go to here and then submit the form. Just next, just keep this there. Okay, here you go. Now let's say we'll submit this form. Okay, and then the name is test. This is for testing purpose, right? So I just add here test. Now let's say I'll click here submit. So we should be receiving a data layer event. Here you go. Here you can see I'm receiving here event, and then our tag is also success. And if I open that, you can see the tag is success. Now let's all go back to variable. We have properly captured the user phone number. Okay, and we have actually, you can see the phone number has been formatted automatically. Like if this not formatted, then it will automatically make it format. Okay. So also you have received here the name and user provided data, and yeah, so everything is working perfectly as exactly how we was want. So now what will happen, whenever a user visit this website and then submit the form, then we will receive the form data into our delivers this conversion action, which is basically this one, submit leak from under. Okay. So yeah, that's how exactly you can track this form. And if you have any question, okay, all you have to do in here, you have to do in here extra one thing, like click on submit and then make it publish. You can write in here description like what you did, but we can have publish, so it will work for all of our user. So now if you have any question about the tracking in here, you can actually comment below. I'll see this and then I'll try to respond in here. And as well as if you need any help like with your tracking setup, it could be service tracking, it could be like tracking anything related to Facebook and Google Ads, then you can actually contact with me by the using description link. Yep, and also you can actually visit my website, which is basically 𝗧𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗔𝗠𝗣𝗦, and then you can visit in here, and then you can actually book a call with me if you actually need my paid help. And you can also see my client review in here. And if you want to get everyday new tracking update, then you can actually connect with me on LinkedIn. So I'll always share new tracking information in LinkedIn. So thanks for watching this video, and hopefully it will help you. And yeah, you can also connect with me LinkedIn, so you'll get everyday new tracking resource. Okay, perfect.